What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 5 ways for you to choose a planner that you are going to absolutely love and that's going to function in your life so well. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to pick that perfect planner. I'm also going to take you inside my planner and how I schedule and plan my days, weeks, nights, events, life, all the things. So if you want to see how I stay organized, how I found planner peace after trying every planner in the nation, then just keep watching. Okay guys, we're in my backyard today, so sorry about the squinting, but it's summer vacation and my whole family's in the house and I'm not filming with them right there because it's weird. So 5 tips on picking your perfect planner. The first thing is, obviously, if you're looking for some sort of planning system, you have a why. So there's something or many things in your life that are maybe kind of falling through the cracks. You're scatterbrained, you're feeling stressed, you are having trouble remembering things and staying on track, or maybe you want to be more productive. And so understanding the why you're using the planner or why you're needing the planner is important. So the first thing is to figure out what's going on in your life that you're trying to plan with the planner. The second thing is when are you going to be planning? This is important because if you're someone who does all of their planning at a desk, then size isn't going to matter because you're going to be sitting down at your desk and you're going to be doing your plans there. However, if you're like me and you're constantly on the go and you're planning wherever, whenever, then you need something that's going to be portable and functional because you plan on the go. And so for me, that's how I do it. Knowing when you're going to do your planning is important. The third thing is price. Now, you can get a planner at the Dollar Tree and it can do everything you need it to do. So you do not need to go out and spend a fortune on planners. However, if you have a budget of what you're looking for, it's going to help you narrow down options. So figure out how much you want to spend. The fourth thing on my list, what do you need it to do? So how is this planner going to function? Because that's important when choosing a planner. If you are someone who schedules things by the hour every single day, then you need pages in a paper planner that block out hour by hour. Maybe that's too tedious for you because you're doing the same thing every morning at 9 a.m. On Monday, and then the same other thing, different thing on Tuesday. Well, then maybe digital is better for you because you can set a repeating appointment and then you're not rewriting it. So knowing what you need it to do and how you're going to plan out the day-to-day and week-by-week things, that's important because each planner is different. Some planners give you a giant month calendar and you might have just a few things each day that you want to see the whole month, or you might need a day on a page where you can write everything out for that entire day. Maybe it's a ton of tasks, so you need space. Or maybe you're like me and you're right in the middle where I need a monthly view, which is like a bird's eye for myself, and then I also need a week on 2 pages so I can see my tasks. And then I have a little sheet where I keep like an ongoing to-do list so it doesn't plug up those days. So again, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how I plan, but knowing how you need the planner to function is really important when picking the planner. And the 5th and final thing on my list of tips is your transitional time. Now, this is like, okay, what are you talking about? Transitional time, new year, new planner. Not always. For me, the holidays are nuts. December is not an ideal time for me to transition into a new planner. I'm going to be dropping the ball left and right if I have to do that. So for me, I go by the school year. I change my planner in July. It's still busy for us for work-wise, but I'm not doing as much on the like kids side of things as I normally would be. So July is a great time for me to transition over into my new planner. So those are 5 tips when picking your new planner. Next, we're going to talk really quick about the benefits. So why do this? I mean, some people love planners like me. I totally geek out over it. Take me to Michael's, take me to Staples. I will just be in heaven. I love planning. I just enjoy it. It makes me feel like I'm in control. If you're not someone who is into planners and you're like, why is this a thing? Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about the benefits because maybe I can pull you over to the dark side with us. So here's some benefits if you're on the fence about whether or not you want to start using a planner. The first thing is stress management. Like I said, it gives me, even if it's a false sense, it gives me a sense of control over my time and my day. Do I really have control over time or my day? Yes and no. Sometimes things come up, but at least if I have a guidebook to follow, I know what to expect and I know what's expected of me. So it does help me with my stress management. The second benefit is time management. If I know I have things going on, I know that, okay, this afternoon is nuts. I'm showing houses, I'm making videos, whatever. Then this morning I need to get done. So it helps me stay on task with my time, less likely to do time wasting if I know I have a schedule in place. The third thing is kind of tying into that, and that is that it improves my productivity. I am definitely one to work off a list. I feel so empowered and so good to cross things off the list, and so it does help me to be productive and to feel productive at the end of the day when I can look over at that list and say, holy cow, look at all the things I accomplished today. I crushed it. So the fourth thing is that it can improve your health. And you're thinking, why? Well, obviously it brings me joy to plan, but no, that's not the reason. It can improve your your health because it can be an amazing tracking device. If you're trying to improve healthy habits, like maybe drinking water or doing exercise, writing that in your planner, maybe if you're into decorating it, putting a sticker or something, scheduling your classes that you're taking or your workouts in there, putting those things in the planner and having a tracking system and knowing that if I work out today, I'm going to give myself a little check mark. Sometimes that's enough to get us there. And honestly, when we're trying to implement healthy habits, let's do anything that's going to make us do that habit, right? So it can be really beneficial. It can also force you to block out time to implement that habit. So it can be a very powerful tool for improving your health. The fifth thing on there, which I think also ties to health, because I think being creative is very therapeutic for your mind, body, and soul, it can allow time for you to be creative. So by blocking out that time, even if it's once a month, once a week ideally, but even if it's once a month where you're like, hey, I'm going to take 2 hours, I'm going to journal, or I'm going to decorate my planner, or I'm going to do something creative for me and for my creative outlet. In those moments of creativity, at least for myself, those quiet, enjoyable moments are when I get kind of my best ideas and I really can recharge my batteries. I feel like we're always go, pressure. What's the next thing? That we really don't make time to do things that will really just kind of give us some peace. And so this can be a great tool for you to schedule in those moments of creativity so that you do have time to recharge your batteries and to invest in yourself, which I think is so important. The sixth benefit to using your planner is it's a place for records. And what does that mean? It means it gives you an idea of what your year really looked like. When you're in the moments, you don't think about, okay, I'm not gonna remember this, but as the weeks pass, you kind of forget things because we're bogged down with all of the life stressors. But when I flip back through my planner at the end of each year, which I love to do, it's like a year-end review, I can look back and say, you know what I did? I was able to go on all these trips. I was able to, I scheduled a friend's vacation like I wanted to. I was able to do these things with my kids. Those things are so important, and having a little bit of a record helps you at the end of the year to decide, okay, did I make time for the things that I said were my priorities? Okay, I didn't, so next year I'm gonna do better. So it's just a great way to give you a bird's eye view of where you're spending your time. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that gets you excited about planning, and so that you can go out and get yourself a planner that you're actually gonna use. Now, I have tried, like I said, a million different kinds of planning systems. I'm gonna walk you through briefly what we use in our house that helps me. A planner, no matter how beautiful, is useless if it's not helping you with those benefits. So, okay, I'm gonna walk you through my planner and why I chose this planner, why I love it so much, and how you can customize it to make it fit your needs. This is the planner that I am currently using and I'm obsessed with. The brand is May Designs for Blue Sky. They do sell these at Target. They look more like this version, which is also awesome. So if you don't want to wait and order something customizable, you can pick these up at Target. They're very high quality and they're still really cute. This is my second year with this type of planner. So this year I did upgrade from the website to this other folio. I thought it was just a little bit more sleek. So I'm gonna take you guys inside. The reason I am obsessed with these May Design planners is because they all come customizable with these mini notebooks. You can use these mini notebooks for whatever you want. They also fit the blank Moleskine notebooks, which is what this one is. I have decided to you can do a year in one book, but I like to do 6 months at a time because I want to keep this lightweight because I do my planning on the go. You can pick whatever design you want. You can even monogram them for your initials. They're just so pretty. So I have July through December in the front of this planner. This is what a monthly layout looks like. It's pretty good amount of room to write, and they give you a little notes section. And then they also have a week on 2 pages. On one side, you're gonna have the weekly layout, and on the other, you're gonna have a to-do list section, call, email, errands, and notes. And it's really pretty, very minimalistic. It gives you some room to decorate if you want, but if you're not into that, you don't have to. And again, the notebook itself is just so beautiful. Now these notebooks, I actually purchased at Target in a pack. There's a couple different options. They have the list one like you see here, which is great. It has the little grid on one side. It also has the bullets on the other. And this side is perforated, so you can rip that out if you want to use it for like a grocery list or to-do list, which is awesome. This is where I usually keep like a master to-do list. And then they also have blank notebooks like this that are just lined, which is what this one is. All I did was put a sticker over the notes part and wrote collections. Now this idea I kind of stole from bullet journaling, which has been a game changer for me. When I would take classes or learn something new or read a book, I would take notes and I would have them all over the place in journals and notebooks, and I wouldn't really access them again. What I started to do is every book that I'm reading, every new thing that I'm learning or things I want to remember, like books to read, habits, things like that, goes into this notebook. In the front I have a decorated, which again is totally optional, but after that I have an index. So what I've done is I've taken all the pages of this notebook and I've just numbered the little side here, and then I use this as a reference point. So whatever I've added to this collections notebook, like books to read, wish list, things I'd like to buy, meal ideas, things like that, all go into this collections page, and then they have a page number so I can easily access them. And then as this notebook runs out, I can kind of go through and say, okay, I don't really need these things anymore. I've already implemented them and I'm good to go. They don't need to be carried on into the next notebook, but I can still file this away for later date, which I love. Again, it's very simple, very lightweight, easy setup. In the front here, they have pockets on the left side here. This is just a small folder I got from Michael's, and inside I just have stickers. Again, I do like to do some decorating. It's fun for me, but if you're not into that, you definitely don't have to. The only thing about this planner that I don't like is when you order these customizable notebooks and these kind of folios that they don't sell at Target, it does take quite a while for them to get in. They do make them as they're ordered, so it's usually 3 weeks before you get it. So if you don't want to wait, I want to show you that you can get this option right away from Target. It comes with the month and 2 notebooks, or you can just purchase a whole year at Target that will fit in there. It's completely up to you, but they do sell these. They're very good quality. I had this one for over a year, and so that's another option. So for our digital calendar, we do use a digital calendar as a family. Our preferred one that we love is the Cozi Family Organizer, and I do pay for the gold edition, which I'll link down below the prices and the differences between them, but here it is in the App Store. Google Calendar works just fine, but I have found that too many events can tie into your Google Calendar, and I want total control over what goes into the calendar. So that's why I prefer Cozi. Also, you can give a color to each member of the family. So what I can do is I can add things to the family calendar just like I would in a Google Calendar or Apple Calendar, but I can also pick who applies to this event. So this is great for calendar sharing with a family, because if it's my son has a baseball game, I can include him as well as myself and my husband. It's all in the same place. This is also where we house reoccurring appointments, like let's say any birthdays will go into this calendar. If there's a doctor's appointment, it'll go into this calendar. Things that apply to more than just me go into the digital calendar. This is also a spot used for time blocking. Time blocking is really hard to do on a paper planner, because if something happens, you're constantly erasing or moving. Digital is great for things like that. So that's what we use the digital calendar for. I'm gonna show you the desktop version. I love that this calendar has a desktop version, because once I get the sports schedules, I can go through all at once and add all of those in. Again, it's super easy and it automatically syncs to the app. Digital calendars are great for events that apply to more than just myself. So that's how I like to plan my week. Like I said, I like to use the digital calendar for events that are something that I'm gonna do maybe every week. I'm gonna be uploading at a certain time, so I wanna have that on the Cozi. Things that I don't wanna bog down my paper planner with, because they're tasks that are gonna happen over time, or they're time blocking that needs to be hour by hour. My planner for me is more of kind of a personal development tool. I use it to stay productive, to stay focused, to manage my stress, and to have a catch-all for things I'm working on that are just kind of in relation to me. So my planner is very, very much more about me and what's going on in my life, in my world, where my digital calendar is my family and a little bit of my business. I do pay for the gold membership. This video is not sponsored, because I want to have unlimited users and unlimited access for the calendar, because I'm using it that much. We love Cozi. That's our digital calendar. Google Calendar is also great. So if that's something you're already utilizing, I think that that's fine too. The reason I don't like to use my Google Calendar is because since I am a real estate agent, I get like calendar invites, and I'm in a cloud-based brokerage, so I get kind of like work invites, and that will just show up on my Google Calendar, and I don't like that. So I like to keep hard lines on what's going into my planning, and that way I can decide how I'm spending my time. Now for me, planning is definitely a passion, but it's not meant to be a chore. And so if you're going into this feeling overwhelmed, start small. Start with something that gets you excited about hitting your goals, because that's what it's all about. It's all about using this as a tool to bring you more peace and more happiness and joy in your life. And if it's not doing that, then you know something is amiss, and maybe you need to reevaluate your current system. That's the way we use it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that these are the kind of videos that you like. Now, if you have a favorite planner that's not this one, that's great too, because everybody is different, and so I believe there's a planner out there for everyone. So leave a comment below of your favorite planner. And I thank you guys so much for your time in watching this video, and I hope you have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Bye.